Hello, I'm NeoGets, and welcome back to Sunburn Islands. So we're back in this room, as you can see, with torches in tow this time. We've got quite a few on us, so that shouldn't be a problem. I actually dug a tunnel out through the wall just to get back to the surface, and then ran back in the dungeon, got the coal from the entrance, came through this room, skeletons shot a load of creepers, hence the music disc we now have, and then, yeah, I just swam through, dug a hole in that wall that's down there, and came back in here, only to realise that when I stole this torch to light up that tunnel, not the torch there, the original one got washed away when I broke through, I hadn't done anything about this. So I was greeted by a trio of creepers when I swam up. Two of them jumped on the water, so I just took them out from below. One of them decided to explode when I emerged, but because of the slabs, did almost no damage. So let's now continue exploring what there is to explore with this dungeon. Now, the less helpful option is to have the creepers explode on us. Okay, I know that spiders can now get through, but I'm just trying to sort of have a better chance of lighting things up slightly. Let's just block one way off. Ooh. Okay, so there's an awful lot of passage below and above. This is seeming remarkably similar. They keep doing that, and it keeps making me jump something terrible. That's how I, as I say, got the disc, and it's also actually how I've lit up that room. By the time I actually was ready, it was completely taken out by the creepers. All I had to do... I'm actually shooting blind at the moment. Yeah, all I had to do was worry about getting my light down once everything had cleared. I do wish they'd stop doing that. It was remarkably simple. So let's just make the path around the edge purely. Oop, things can now pass, so can we please block that? Thank you. Purely just because I don't want to get shot off trying to place any other path. So let's see what we can do. Not a lot there. Oh, hello. Very nice to see you. Bang. Thank you. Alright, so noticing you shouldn't be able to get up here, should you? No. Thank you. Have fun. So excellent, we've made it up to here, but it sure as anything looks like the answer might well be down below. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Just want to sort of see where we can get to. I would not be surprised, oops, that now makes it passable, to find more spawners hiding around here, but not finding anything yet. Uh-oh. Okay, so there's a couple of friends down there. Luckily one of them in this hole, so let's deal with him. And then hope the other one might decide to come visit. Hello. Would you like to be shot as well? Ooh, he disappeared. Must have died. Okay, so no visible sign of spawners. Oh, there's obviously one still somewhere. There we go. At least that answered that problem. Let's just seal that off again, just so we have a floor. Right. So, we are looking at having to go down there, which is really not ideal. Didn't bring the TNT with me. That was kind of silly of me. Vex nicely provides us with TNT and I don't even use it. Oh. They're getting into a fight, which means we might have a creeper explosion imminent. I don't know if there's any number of spawners down here, or if it is sort of purely just the fact that the natural spawns happen to involve an awful lot of these creatures. I mean, given how thin the floor is, I'm not surprised by the number of creepers down here. You know, anything else though could be a natural spawn. So, ideally, I would want to block off that channel. Let's just do that. And then do that. And then, yep, managed to reach it. Excellent. That's all semi-blocked now. I don't think, there we go. Don't think we can be interrupted now. So at the very least, I can drop and do that in relative safety. There we go, we will just... Okay, thank you. Oh, and that's a fleecy box, so we are just about there, which is about what I expected given that this is episode 2 of the dungeon, and these are all the easy mode dungeons. So, let's continue to take out everything along the way. Let's just do that a second. Oh. No. Whew, standing there far too long. Thank you. Alright, please go away. Okay, obviously died. Oh. Has a friend. There we go. Please do not explode on me. Still can't block it off. Goodness. Oh, because of the blooming torch. You idiot. Right. That noise, even though I've got it on quite low, is ridiculously noisy at the moment. I'm going to just take the risk of not having the noise. Oh, hello. Plenty of things still joining us. Well, we can at least semi-deal with you. Thanks to the wonders of bow and arrow. Oops. That's where I was aiming for. Get you, get you. Hopefully this will bonk on their heads. Not sure where the spawners are, but that is far too many creepers to really be coincidence. So I'm just going to edge my way around. Aha. Thank you. See, suspicion sometimes is not without reason. Oh, sugar. But fortunately, pathfinding is not the enemy forte. Whew. Let's see who we can take out. Ooh, neither of them at that rate. And let's try and get a block a bit further in. Thank you. Beautiful. If we fill that in, now we are properly in the wall, rather than barely in the wall being attacked by everything that's spawning. Right. I know there's still guys out there. And I'm not ideally taking this on very well. Come on. My apparent inherent inability to take the fun path is rearing its ugly head again, unfortunately. It's definitely a flaw to these Let's Plays that I am trying to work on. Let's just leave that a moment. Come back here. Thank you. That is what I was hoping for. A load of creepers in places I can take care of them. And now it's actually looking pretty clear. So that one's gone. Excellent. We've taken down that. Don't know if there will be any other surprises hidden in the walls. Oh, lava. Charming. Let's just do that a second. Thank you. Get some light on this. And then do something about reaching that chest. Can I? Yes. Ooh, cyan. I've always liked the colour of cyan. The wool, I mean. Don't really mind. It's not one of my favourite blues for real life purposes, but love the wool in the game. So let's get out. We now have, for some reason, still got that one on us. I am going to head back to the Victory Monument using the hole I cut in the wall just back here. So, no nasty surprises for us en route trying to escape any other way. So let's, oh yeah, can't actually use the tunnel because I then slabbed the floor once I'd broken through. But yeah, the torch was somewhere down here when the water broke through. I think it was about there, which got washed away, and was sort of why I ended up having creepers to deal with when I re-emerged. I then couldn't find the hole to get myself back in. I just didn't pay enough attention on the way out or anything in order to learn where it was, nor was there light trying to make it obvious. So somewhere on this side was that, which now I've lit it up, wouldn't be a problem to find it. At the time it was remarkably difficult, just couldn't locate it. So yeah, we're on this side of the Sphinx, so we need to head that way in order to get back to the Victory Monument. I will cut until I am there though, rather than make you watch it. There should be a boat somewhere around this island, so I'll see you in a minute. Alright then, so we're back at the monument, just got to put the wool on it, which then is, yes I did shut properly, another successful completed section. So let's get that on, get the torches back again, and light that one up. There we go, we're actually really nearly done with this dungeon. And this is the one we've got to take on now, which is the one with the quote-unquote real boats. Not quite sure what that statement meant, but should be fun. And then number 13, once we work out where it is normally an entertaining wool in these maps, which was what the torch was signifying. So that should be fun. I believe 13 is the one I don't know the location of. So I'm going to quickly sort my inventory and head over to Dungeon 12. So I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so here we approach the... Oops, I was hoping I didn't quite get the speed wrong then. Oops. So we approach Dungeon 12. Okay, Lonely Island featuring normal pain. Don't know if I ever saw that sign before. But here we go. Now this is another proper test of whether or not editing the texture for Bedrock truly does help the video. I've made sure to flick the texture pack over before we headed over here. So, on and into this. Now, there's a bit of a debate in my head about whether or not I truly want to use boats for this, because we know full well it's going to be full of evil, but I just sort of want to at least start trying to do this properly. You know? Well, if that doesn't look like a box full of spawners, I don't know what does. So let's just light everything up as we go. I made a plentiful number more torches before heading out here. This is such a slow method of travel when you can't just speed up and launch yourself forward. And we are going to run out of torches very quickly. Hello, there's one. First enemy. Oh, and another one behind us. Okay, let's jump out a second. Just because fighting in the water has never been a great thing, we actually forgot to light every side of all the spawners. And my sword has a bit of a weakness at the moment in that I don't actually have the fire to use on it right now. Okay, this is quite a spawner filled room. Let's head straight at these boxes then. Yep, I can see the telltale glow just then, telling me that the spawner inside is active, and that one looks like a creeper spawner, okay? That's no problem. The water is only an issue, really, when it comes to skeletons. Everything else we can handle. So, not too bad. I can hear so many mobs somewhere. Don't know where they are, but they're around here somewhere. Let's just get some light in the corner. Oh. There you are. Let's take you out. Now, if I had TNT, I probably could actually break the spawners in these. There's no reason to. But, you can transmit explosions through bedrock. If it won't go through it... Oh, God. Whew. Yeah. Pay attention. If it won't go through it on its own, in many versions of Minecraft, if you place a minecart track down with minecart TNT, that will be transmitted through as the changes to being able to have things like activator rails and things mean that the block the rail is on is automatically shielded, so the explosion actually starts the block below the rail. Very useful if you want to explode something that's under the bedrock, but yeah, only works in certain versions, and I'm not sure which those are. Cannot remember if this version has that or not, as I can't remember when activator rails and things actually got introduced. Okay, another big room coming up, and we are actually draining our torches at an incredible rate, but that looks like the fleecy box, so excellent. Let's head on, lighting up these, probably finding another evil creature along the way, as that tends to happen with any of this, because they can spawn anywhere within the reasonable spawning radius of it. They aren't limited to having to spawn on a solid block. Oops, already done that one. Oh well, bit of extra light never harmed anyone. Let's see if Smite, yeah, the Smite sword will take them out a bit better. Let's just get a little bit more light up, and then head over here. There we go. So, looks like we have successfully made it over to the fleecy box. Not sure what's further around the corner. Very tempted to actually find out on our way out. So let's grab the wool. Nice blue wool. I do like blue. Plain blue is my favourite colour, so, you know, really like the blue wool. Not sure where he came from. But as I said, because of the having to place the torches down, and the fact that they can spawn anywhere within the radius means that normally somewhere above the spawner is a dark spot where you haven't managed to get the torch to light up that allows them to spawn. Very frustrating when trying to deal with spawners in mob traps and things that are in a bit more open space like this. Okay, come on. Let's take you down. Thank you. This one's only a normal one though. Don't think that... No, it's just solid, although I can hear a very close zombie. Not sure where he is. Could be further on through the dungeon, but yeah, I don't think that there's any legitimate way you're supposed to take these out. So let's just continue lighting them up and dealing with them in the age-old fashion. And yep, did abandon that boat quite a way back. Once you get into combat, boats are not good. Okay, so it looks like where I had the choice, it just loops back. No problem there. Which means I haven't seen any option for how to find Dungeon 13 in here. Which is a shame, but there is so much noise of creatures. There has to be something I'm missing. Let's head back round to the fleecy box quickly and see... turn! I am holding the turning buttons so much. You end up pressing them so hard and the boat just won't turn. Yeah, not sure why I can hear so many mobs. As if they're all up there above us. So, I haven't seen any way to get to them. Haven't seen any breaks in the bedrock or anything. Haven't noticed any sections where maybe the water doesn't have a base. Come on, turn. Thank you. Wall assisted turning there. Yeah, well, typical. Well, that's why we brought several. Come on. Thank you. Unless there's anything in this dark corner. And I get the feeling it's exactly what I just called it, a dark corner. Yeah. Nothing really here to indicate another way. So, not sure why I can hear quite so many mobs when there doesn't appear to be another path. Unless I've missed one earlier on, maybe. Let's have a little look around. There's this corner, which appears to be nothing but a corner. I'm not sure what the corner exists for, other than for you to accidentally overshoot and then have to deal with the boat turning. But no, doesn't appear to be anything. Let's not fall for that trick any more times. Haven't actually tested it since the apparent fixing of it. Every chance that's a reference that I'm just not getting, as I said last time, means absolutely nothing to me. So I'm just taking some extra boats to go back to the Victory Monument with, as the boat I came over here with was my last one in the chest. But, yeah. Awful lot of noise. No indications as to why. Given that we are really quite a substantial depth down. I might have to come back in a bit and dig out the ceiling, see if I can uncover any extra chambers. If I do, I will make sure to display them. Sorry, I just don't think I've read that sign either. Let's quickly have a look at this sign on our way past. Can we hit that? There's no way. Oh, we did. Really did not think I was going to manage that one. Not the most amazing of shots ever, but I was quite happy with it. So let's just quickly check what this one says. Express vulgar contempt for trees. State that your goal is instead to ascend boys. This whole island feels like one big reference that I'm missing, you know? I'm just not getting any of the signs around here. Might have to look up at some point whether there's something I am missing there, as to what the signs all mean. I might, try looking up the words that were on that sign just then, see what it says. So, let's get over to the Victory Monument, place the blue wool, and then, that'll be the end of this episode, and got to just try and work out where Dungeon 13 is. I might have to go look that one up again, like I did with Dungeon 4, but I think that is a hell of a lot of spawns. I think for the moment, I'm going to just, sort of head on, oh god, into Dungeon, brain, come on, 14, which is somewhere. Must be the one in the air with the lapis and things. Can't remember, it's on my map. And yeah, get that, and then we already have the last ones. I think there's just Dungeon 15 and Dungeon 14 that I've got written down that still need to be done. Yes, the one in the air and the obsidian hexagon. So let's jump out and successfully actually make it onto some land. Not quite the land we wanted, but it's land. And then fail to sprint because we're so used to having that sprint button now. God, I love that change. Really do love that change. So, here we go. Yet another wool on the monument, which is brilliant. And light it up. So there we go. We are really getting very close to the completion of this map now. We've got all the metals, we've got most of the walls, so excellent going, I think. Woo! I'm so happy. Sorry, I keep getting myself distracted. I'm going to go off and have a bowl of stew. I shoved it in the slow cooker this morning and it's been on for 9.5 hours and smells absolutely amazing. So I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.